There's a fifth way to organizational flourishing at your church, and at Align, we call it Playbook Wisdom. Now, I imagine you may have never heard of that term before, but I'm pretty sure that when you think about your church, there are ways that you do things around here. And I don't just mean the culture, like here's the way we treat one another. I mean things that happen each week or each month or each time this happens. For instance, each time that a child wants to become a communicant, or each time that someone wants to become a member, or join this particular part of the church. There are seasons, for instance, like Advent, where there may be a whole string of events that happen each year. And the question is, have we captured the way we do things around here so they're not just living in people's heads? You can imagine what would happen if there are important things that need to be done around here at our church and they just live in people's heads, or they primarily live in people's heads. Those people always have to be around. Those people have to take up some of the bandwidth of their head, remembering these things that we do around here. There might even be an accidental tendency toward micromanagement that can happen, or overcorrection where people didn't know any differently. And how empowering it might be to get the way we do things around here out of our heads and into empowering playbooks that can then empower others to work alongside you or instead of you, or to pinch hit when you're not available, or even just open up what becomes possible now for all of us now that this is no longer living in our heads. A playbook can take many shapes. It could be a document like a Google Doc, but it could be a video, it could be a diagram, it could be a checklist. There are lots of formats it could take depending on what we're trying to capture. But I want to encourage you right now to stop and think. The most important things that we do around here, are they still living in our heads, or are those something that deserve to be playbooked so that we can capture the wisdom that we've been gathering along the years about how we do things around here and get them out of heads and into empowering playbooks?